On this episode of the Turnbuckle, AEW announces a major international broadcast deal. We get backstage speculation on Sami Zayn potentially winning the Royal Rumble, and Luchasaurus is at the center of a lawsuit filed against AEW. Folks, we're getting your favorite wrestling move into some wrestling news because it's time for the Turnbuckle. All Elite Wrestling has announced a major partnership with the Zone Group that will dramatically expand its reach outside the United States. According to today's press release, the multi-year deal will bring AEW's premium matches and entertainment to the Zone subscribers in 42 markets across Europe and Asia. The agreement includes international broadcasts of both AEW Dynamite and Rampage, as well as YouTube shows AEW Dark and Dark Elevation, the promotion's quarterly Battle of the Belt specials, and quarterly pay-per-view events. With the new AEW agreement, the Zone has further established itself as a hub for all things sports-related. At the time of publishing, the service includes soccer, MotoGP, NBA, combat sports, and more. For variety, the sports streaming service also joined forces with Amazon recently to make the service available as a Prime Video channel. AEW President Tony Khan will undoubtedly be happy with the DAZN partnership as he speaks to expand the company's profile outside of North America. That said, it seems that AEW is gaining attention worldwide, as Khan recently said that AEW has a better audience than WWE in the United Kingdom, while noting that the promotion is a worldwide leader in several international markets. So this is obviously a gigantic acquisition for DAZN. It's for a zone. For DAZN, there you go. Yeah, this is great to hear just because, you know, AEW is going to be getting like way more coverage and everything, and you know, they're going to be able to showcase a lot more wrestling and stuff like that, you know, from many different people across the world. And I'm hoping that this is going to potentially bring in a lot more views. Hopefully this is going to bump things up. I don't know if this is going to make like a drastic difference, but hopefully, you know, with all the new areas that they've, you know, recently just gotten locked into, hopefully that's going to, you know, help with the views and stuff, especially like Elevation and stuff like that. That's going to put more eyes on that product and everything. And you know, I think if you're WWE, you're kind of looking at this with you know, one eye on that while you've got other eyes on you know, your other projects and stuff, mainly just because it's a way for AEW to get like way more coverage, you know. And again, like I said, I don't really fully know the ins and outs of WWE's coverage. I mean, I highly doubt that, you know, they have, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't actually know if WWE's coverage is, you know, it leaves a lot to be desired, or if WWE's like, oh, that's totally fine, we've got way more than that anyway. And also WWE's trying to do NXT Europe, so at the same time, I don't even think that they're like worried about that. I think that they're just like, look, we've got other like, you know, global things to worry about, and let them have that, you know, while we take care of this. So at the end of the day, folks, I mean, I'm absolutely over the moon to hear this about AEW, and I can't wait to see how their numbers are gonna, you know, change up, you know, dealing with this new acquisition for DAZN. Next, we get backstage speculation on Sami Zayn potentially winning the Royal Rumble. On the latest episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said that he believes Zayn is a strong contender to win the Royal Rumble, but WWE might give the honor to a returning superstar. It's either going to be Cody or it's going to be Sami, or they're going to bring in an outsider, Meltzer said. Meltzer also revealed that Zayn wasn't originally planned to be Reigns' WrestleMania opponent, and that the situation hadn't changed a couple weeks ago, though of course it's possible that there's been a change since. Regarding the potential outsider, Meltzer said it's unlikely to be The Rock. It was recently reported that Johnson will not compete at WrestleMania 39, as he's currently focused on his Hollywood commitments and relaunching the XFL. According to Wrestling Observer Radio, his status remains the same, so it's unlikely that he'll compete this weekend either. That said, another WWE legend could be the aforementioned outsider. A blockbuster match was reportedly pitched for Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 39, but nothing has been confirmed as of this writing. The Rattlesnake came out of his in-ring retirement to compete at last year's WrestleMania, so a Royal Rumble appearance isn't necessarily a far-fetched notion. It really is a testament to just how well the storyline's been going between the Bloodline and Sami Zayn, that everybody is kind of just like completely disregarding, you know, Cody Rhodes and everybody else planning on winning the Rumble, and just be like, no, just give it to him. Just have him at the Royal Rumble, you know what I mean? The storyline's been going on for so long, and it's been doing so fantastic that if this doesn't culminate to something at WrestleMania, everybody's just going to lose their absolute minds, including me, because the storyline has been just perfect from the start, really. It lulled a little bit in the Thunderdome era, and then it picked right back up again. Like, this has been absolutely fantastic. I don't see why you don't have something happen at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber or something like that. Again, he did say, yeah, your test is going to be, I think he said your final test or something, your one of your tests is going to be at the Royal Rumble, so there's a potential chance that he could get involved in the championship match, or there's a potential chance that he could be in the Royal Rumble and he'll have to give up his his Royal Rumble spot. I don't actually know what it's going to be, but I do like that Sami Zayn has just gotten such an organic following over just being like pretty much a suck up. Really, he's just sucking up to the bloodline, because in the beginning that's what he was doing, because he didn't want to be on their bad side, because they were running around beating the hell out of everybody. So Sami was like, well, if I just be with them, I don't get any beatings. Ironically, he still gets them. Don't look at me, man. I have no idea who's going to win. So far, all I know is that something's going to happen with Sami Zayn at the Royal Rumble. I don't know if that means he's going to win, but man, if he does, that will be fantastic. Finally, we're going to talk about Luchasaurus at the center of a lawsuit filed against AEW. A lawsuit over the mask design of AEW star Luchasaurus was filed on December 20th, according to Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics. According to the report, Composite Effects LLC, CFX, made a legal complaint against AEW and Austin Madelson, the real name of Luchasaurus. CFX, a Louisiana-based silicone mask company that was founded in 2006, claims that AEW and Madelson are using a copyrighted mask design for merchandising purposes without permission. He could use the mask to wrestle, but not for merchandise such as t-shirts and action figures. The lawsuit was filed at the U.S. District Court in the Eastern District of Louisiana. Thurston noted that there were email records that were included with the lawsuit. In those email records, it was stated that Madelson worked with CFX around December 2016 and in 2019 when Madelson signed with AEW. CFX tried to come to a licensing agreement. In February 2021, AEW even asked for a new custom mask for Madelson, and in August 2021, the mask was shipped. AEW brought the rights to it, but it was never used. Madelson reportedly sent an email saying that he and AEW CEO Tony Khan didn't want to change its current look due to it being, quote, too iconic at this point. CFX also claims that they wrote several messages in 2022 to AEW and Madelson to stop using the design or to come to a licensing agreement. In an interesting twist to the case, included with the lawsuit is a written declaration from another designer, George Frangadakis. I apologize if I butchered that. Frangadakis was reportedly approached in January 2022 to create a mask that was similar to the current design that CFX owns the copyright to. This does not make any sense for AEW to be involved in right now. This makes literally no sense. Luchasaurus needs to just get this squared away and everything will be totally fine. I don't even understand why this needed to come to a position that it's in anyway. I mean, I didn't even know. This kind of reminds me of the whole tattoos thing with Randy Orton. Like, I don't understand why we haven't dealt with this already. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that really did not need to be going on for that long. And I feel as though all you needed to do was just hop into a room for about like 45 minutes, get this sorted, sign a couple things, and boom, we're out of here. I mean, does that explain why he hasn't been on TV? Because I've definitely been noticing a lack of Luchasaurus. There's like no reason for this lawsuit to be happening, man. This is completely unnecessary. I just wanted to talk about it just because, one, it explains where Luchasaurus is, and two, it's just interesting to know that we've got another lawsuit situation. Hey, wait a second, right? That's not yours. What are you doing? Luchasaurus is going, I don't know what you're talking about. It looked right. It looks better on me anyway, and also everybody likes it. What? What are we talking about? So AEW is now partnered with DAZN. That's absolutely fantastic to hear. They're going to be getting a lot more coverage. I just wanted to talk about WWE just because I know that WWE likes to do the thing where it's like, oh, we're not watching them even though they 100% are, and so is AEW. So I just like hearing stuff like this where it's like, oh, something really good has happened to the rival company. And now I'm sure the rival company is like, oh, yeah, well, you know. But also I was like, I doubt that they're worrying about it because I highly doubt that their coverage does not span across the amount of areas that DAZN also has as well. Like, I just, for as long as WWE's been around, now again, I don't like fully know, but I know WWE's been around long enough for like, this is like, yeah, whatever, you know, we've been at that, you know. So yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see how this is going to help with the numbers, just because it's way more like, you know, global viewing and everything. So hopefully it boosts them. Sami Zayn might win the Rumble. I don't actually know. I genuinely don't know. It could literally, this is the thing about the Royal Rumble. There's no like, it's not randomized. It's like controlled randomization, if that makes any sense. I have no idea who's going to win. Man, if it's Sami, that'll be absolutely fantastic. But it's probably going to be like Cody or Rollins or Lashley. I have no idea who's going to win. And Luchasaurus, man, you really do not need to be getting involved in this right now, okay? Just give him the man. Just give it to him. Here, take it. You're gonna, man, they were literally saying, oh, you've got another one, and they didn't use it. I don't know what that means. I know what that means, folks. I'm just like, why did they not use it? You know what I mean? Like, what stop? Well, because it was too iconic. So that means that they had mask. They got another mask. They went, and they're just, I love that that's what they do. You think I'm joking? They take and they pop it on. Anyway. Yeah, man, this is dumb. Folks, that's going to do it for this episode. And hopefully everybody has a wonderful tonight and a wonderful tomorrow. As always, big hugs. Big hugs all around.